Welcome indeed to our clean, caring, conscious community of Cashew Gardens. Living up to these adjectives is a daily vocation for residents of Cashew Gardens. In 2015, in collaboration with Adopt a River, among many other projects, we started a water quality testing in the Caparo River, as it is a water course that directly impacts our community. After 12 months of testing, the amount of plastics we found, we concluded a plastic recycling project was crucial to begin, and so began our plastics recycling projects in 2016. Though we had the will, some capacity building was necessary through partnerships. We forged partnerships with Carib Glass, iCare, Adopt a River, and Recycling Waste and Logistics. Next on our agenda was educating our community, and so began Cashew Gardens Community Recycling Project. We put out bins for glass, plastics, and all households separated their waste, and very encouraging was the response and enthusiasm of the younger members of our community. After 6 months, here's what we found. From a community of 150 households, we had collected 16,506 plastic bottles, representing 91% of everything we collected. The further 9% was made up of 886 cans and 780 glass bottles. Although 16,506 bottles may appear to be significant, it is a minuscule percentage of the 500 million plastic bottles that get to our landfills every year. This discovery, we told ourselves, must not remain a secret, and with limited means and an overwhelming passion for our environment, our little band of newfound environmentalists decided to take this campaign nationwide. We went to every event that we were invited to, and a couple that we weren't invited to. By the hook or the crook, we intended to get every community possible on board with our vision for proper waste disposal and preservation of the environment. Meanwhile, back in Cashew Gardens, the commitment to our project was on the rise, but unfortunately, so too were the volumes of plastic bottles being collected. We needed help to cope on our community level, and help did arrive from the least likely place we would have thought. A gang arrived from Glasgow, Scotland. Well, actually, they were directed to us by the University of the West Indies, one of our partners in our very noble initiative. We had them for 2 days and managed to get about a week's work out of them. Along the way, appreciation for our work was shown by iCare, SwimCall, Institute of Gender and Development Studies, WASA, and Coca-Cola, including an award from the Adopt a River program for our community-based recycling initiative. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. It became our nursery rhyme as we welcomed the preschool children into our fold. We visited schools from Shugwanas to Point Fortin and had our resolve reinforced by these young champions of proper waste disposal practices. As we all know, craft production is a sure way to grab the attention of young minds. Little did we expect it to grab our own attention as we segued into upcycling. The items created were initially to beautify our homework center and the homes in our community, but we recognized the revenue and disposal potential. But why, as was asked in the preschools, why recycle? Therefore, not only for the children, but for the youth and some adults, we needed to make the link between our domestic practices and our environment. So off we went. Asa Wright Nature Center, Maracas Waterfall, El Socorro Center for Wildlife Conservation, Shark River, Matura, Waterloo Mangroves. At these locations, we observed, hiked, and had tons of fun getting involved in cleaning activities and mangrove rehabilitation. The Cashew Gardens team is committed to a cleaner, safer environment globally, and our recognition and work span beyond our own borders. Team members have, on more than one occasion, represented our national community of Trinidad and Tobago at the United Nations, where we attended symposium and presented on the topics of clean water and sanitation. We continue to live, promote, and support the articulated Millennium Goals for Development by the United Nations. We do it for our next generation.